All right, let's give it a go. This is a meeting of the Fair Rental Housing Board dated October 17th, 2012. Notice has been given pursuant to New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, and the schedule of this meeting has been published in the Star Ledger. When? And posted on the bulletin board on the ground floor in the lobby of this building. Is there anybody who is present that would like to make a statement?
When you say president would like to make a statement?
That's a hearing. You're on a hearing?
Yeah, I'm
You
in
just
Seeing none. Madam Secretary, roll call. Actually.
Commissioner Goodfriend,
Here.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
Commissioner Rett. Here. Commissioner Arcuri. Here. Commissioner Weston Blaylock. Here. Commissioner Correa.
Here.
Commissioner Nunes.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting dated September 19, 2012?
I'll move the motion.
I'll second.
Move the motion by,
Is that Veronica?
yep, by Veronica, second by,
All in favor?
yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. First meeting of tonight will be 965 Lafayette Street, Rivers, Rebello. This is a reduction in rent due to a reduction in services.
Thank you, landlord. Mr. Rivers,
Yes.
you can come sit down over here on this side. Pull up a chair. We need to get her a chair. Steve, I'll help.
You want to share for this one?
No, this chair.
We'll just roll one down from the end.
Take that out?
No, not that, the little one. Yeah. Do we need another one? You have two?
Take
take
three
one
as,
I'll take another one now.
Yeah, take another one.
Thank you.
Okay, for the record, we have Lieutenant
Leroy Rivers,
and your apartment number.
apartment 2, front.
And for the landlord,
Matilda Rebella.
on this list of that we have for the current rent roll, Mr. Rivers, can you identify which one of these apartments it is that you live in?
Yes.
how much rent are you paying?
Second floor, one apartment, $624.
Doesn't match with anything that we have here.
Is that a 5-room?
No, 606.
6?
It's 606.
We have a rent registration statement here by Pinto Prime Properties.
Yes,
Melinda Pinto?
yes.
Who's
That's
that?
me, that's Melinda.
Okay. You filed this just the other day. He's paying $624 and
He's
this
paying
is
606. He hasn't started, sir.
606.
Correct.
Okay, so he's in second floor, 965 second floor, 5 rooms, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That would be the fourth unit down from the top,
Yes.
Oh, the sheet.
on the sheet, yeah.
All right. And just real quick, is there a written lease?
No. He hasn't agreed, we're taking him to court for that.
There's no written lease. Try to listen to the questions and answer the questions. And how long have you been residing in the building?
About 11 years.
11 years? And how long have you owned the building?
Since July 28th, 2012.
And did you ever have a written lease?
Yes, with Ms. Gibbs.
And was that lease renewed every year?
No, you didn't have to renew the lease. The lease was good.
You went on a month to month?
I think it was month to month. I'm not sure, but also she said when I asked her for a copy of the lease, she said the copy that you have is good. You don't have to.
That's your prior owner.
Yes.
Okay. And you weren't given any written leases when you purchased the property?
The property was purchased through foreclosure. It was a bank that acquired the property through foreclosure. So it was Ms. Glick who owned it, and then it went to the bank. So then 3 years later, we purchased the property.
Okay. You purchased it, I thought, in July of 2012?
Yeah, so the property went to foreclosure about
All
3
right,
years
so
ago.
when you purchased it in July, there was no written lease?
Correct, because it was a bank.
All right. Mr. Rivers, can you please describe what services you get for your apartment?
Heat, hot water. No, I'm sorry. Hot water is one of the services that I get. And the space that I have. And I have, I've been using some space for storage for quite some time. That's the reason why I'm here tonight.
Okay. Do you pay for your own heat?
Yes, I do. I pay for heat. I pay for electricity.
Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're up on the second floor. Can you describe what your apartment's like?
It's 2 levels. It's a second floor, which is, I guess, regular, and then the 3rd floor is an attic type setting.
The building's 2 stories?
The building is 3 stories.
3 stories. You live on the second floor?
Second and third, yeah.
Okay.
Or second and attic.
Okay. You say an attic. How do you get into the attic?
I only say attic because of the shape of, it fits the shape of the roof. The rooms upstairs fit the shape of the roof. And I guess it was a rather large attic, so there's nothing above it.
How do you get into the attic?
Oh, stairs that lead from the downstairs up to.
All right. Is there through a common hallway or through your apartment? How do you get in?
Oh, it's all in the apartment. This particular space that I'm talking about. It's the bathroom. The bathroom is upstairs, and 2 bedrooms are upstairs.
All right. So you walk into your apartment. There's a kitchen, a living room, 2 bedrooms.
I enter the apartment. I go up the steps. The first room is a kitchen. Then to the left is, I guess you would call it a living room, and then the next room I have made as a bedroom. And then there's also the porch, the entrance to the porch. Through the kitchen is the back stairwell to the upstairs where the storage is, and also an exit from the bedroom upstairs. That's in the attic.
So do you use a bedroom upstairs?
Yeah, there are 2 bedrooms upstairs.
Up on the 3rd floor?
Mm-hmm.
And there you use them?
Mm-hmm.
And you've used them for the last 11 years?
Yeah, it came with the apartment. It's just part of the apartment.
Okay. Now, when you get into these attic bedrooms, do you have to go through your kitchen, or is it an outside porch area where you come in?
The entry door in the front of the house, outside porch area, through the entry door I share with another tenant on the 1st floor. And then we both have our doors inside the vestibule. I enter my door, I go up the steps. And then to get to the bedroom, I have to go past that staircase and go up another set of staircases.
All right. But do you enter the attic area through your apartment or through a hallway? Or a porch? I'm not clear.
Oh, okay. I guess both. From the porch through the front, and from the side of the house, or I guess just the side of the house, through the hallway.
And can anybody else in the building access that attic area where the bedrooms are?
No, no, that's all my space. That's all space that's inside of my locks.
So you have a lock in that to get up there into that attic?
Yeah, when you come up the stairwell, from the street on the highway, you come up to the second floor, and the door that you have to enter to get into my apartment is locked.
Okay. But how about the attic door? Is there a lock on that door too?
There's no attic door.
Well, how do you get up to the third floor? You call it an attic. So there's no door there at all? It's an open area?
Yes, an open area. Well, when I come from the porch to my apartment, it's an open area. When I come from the side of the street, I come up a hallway, which is shared with the downstairs tenant, and it comes up to my apartment, and then it enters into my apartment, and it goes up another flight of steps, which...
Is there more than one way to get into that bed, attic area, or is
Yeah,
only one way?
two.
Two ways. Okay. And you're the only one that has access to get up to that attic area?
Yes. Nobody else in the building can come through, otherwise they would be entering my apartment.
Okay. Miss, who's it? Rubello. You had a description that you heard from Mr. Rivers as to how you get into that attic area. That's the area in dispute. Is that correct at all or not? You have pictures?
I have pictures.
Great.
So essentially, there's two hallways in his apartment, just to clarify. There's two hallways in his apartment. One hallway, you walk in, and so there's a door. You walk in through the main door, the 965 main door. You open it, and there's a tiny little space, maybe two people would fit. And then there's the door to the one apartment, the door to his apartment. You open the door to his apartment. There's a stairs that you go up. There's a kitchen, a bedroom, and then another bedroom, then the porch. And then you go all the way up another flight of stairs to get to his third floor. And then there's the bathroom, bedroom, and then another bedroom. Okay, and then if you leave the third floor attic, you would go through the common hallway flight of stairs.
Which is a fire exit.
Which is the fire exit, and then and then you get out of his hallway. Now we're talking about the second hallway, that it's essentially the second entrance to the apartment. If you open that, there's a hallway, and then there's another room if you cross the hallway. And we have pictures for that.
Yeah, may I ask, is he the only one with access to that third floor attic area where the bedrooms are?
Yes, because he installed a door, or he installed the door where the second floor tenant has her emergency exit door. They placed another door right there to block.
This wasn't done after you acquired title. This
No.
was existing.
When we purchased the property, yes.
It was existing, but we never had the opportunity
Let's come
to see his apartment because he would never allow or
We
be
didn't
home
have access to the apartment.
availability.
So when I purchased the property, I never saw his apartment because we never had access to it. But if you,
Sorry.
okay. So essentially, I'll do my best. Do you want to hold it on?
Shall we?
Okay. So essentially, if you walk in, This is the side entrance, just because the front entrance kind of serves he has a separate entrance, he has two flights of stairs, that's just the front one. So if you go through the side, it's the main 1 and 9 side. You walk in, there's a flight of stairs, you keep going up, don't mind the sheetrock, we're replacing that. And then this right here is the entrance to the other apartment, to another apartment. So if you go up these stairs right here, that's the first floor. You keep going up.
Can you guys see?
No. Sorry. Okay. You walk in. If you walk in through the side, here's a hallway, and then there's the entrance to the first floor. You keep going up. There's another door. That's the entrance to the second floor rear apartment. Just because he has the front side of the building, there's another floor that has the back side of the building. And then there was a door installed, and it's right here if you can't see, that basically blocks the entire rest of the hallway. So the second floor and the third floor attic, and essentially it's being called his. So there's a door, we don't have access to the rest of that hallway, and we don't have access to that third floor, and then we don't have access to this storage space, which you'll see in my description later.
Well, let me ask you a question. When you purchased the building, Did you know that he was occupying the third floor attic?
No. We knew that he was occupying the third floor attic. We just, because I've never had the opportunity to see it, because every time the realtor or every time anybody tried to knock on his door, he wasn't around. I didn't know that there was a main common hallway, and I didn't know of this additional storage space that's not even finished.
But when you acquired it, you knew that he occupied the apartment and in the third floor attic area.
We knew that
That's
he,
living space for him.
Yeah.
That is living space.
Okay.
yeah, we're not disputing
questioning
that.
that.
We're just
Is there another part
Yes,
that you're questioning?
yes, we're questioning the condition of the stairway leading to the
No,
room.
wait. Is there more than one attic area, or only one attic area?
No, it's his apartment, which is the attic area, which we purchased. She purchased the property with it being his apartment. We were not aware of this storage space that the only way someone could have access to it is through this common hallway that he created a door to shut off.
I don't know about everybody else, but this.
Is that to the right of the white door?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Go ahead.
So what
No,
we're talking about.
stay where you are.
So what we're talking about that's in dispute here is this storage.
We're disputing.
The storage.
Storage area on
The
the
storage
bottom.
space in the common hallway.
Most of it.
And the
important.
common hallway.
Now,
common
is that
hallway.
storage area part of this bedroom area?
No, not
or
at
is it
all.
completely
There's a
separate?
main hallway. You can see it right here. There's a main hallway that takes us. Hold it up, and I'll bring it over there. Well, I'll show you. But there's a main hallway. It's right here. So this is the main hallway. So if you keep going up the stairs, there's a door. This door blocks his apartment. Here he created this door.
Is his kitchen door.
That's his kitchen door. So if you see right here, this is the continuation of the main apartment. He put a door there, and then if you keep going up these stairs, here's the living space.
Well, you keep on saying he put a door there. He did. You don't know if he put a door there.
Well, we don't know,
All
but
you
he
know
never
is that-
had the key to the storage
All you know
space.
is that there was a door there when you purchased it. And yeah.
I apologize.
Okay.
If there wasn't a door there,
We would just
would
shut up.
any of the tenants be able to just walk into his apartment?
No.
No.
There's a door to his attic.
There's a door to his attic entrance, and there's a door to his kitchen right here.
There's two doors. So he has a door to the second floor, a door to the third floor.
So for you to access, if let's say you leave your apartment on the second floor and you want to go to your third floor where you have a bedroom, let's just say, you have to come outside of your apartment and open another door?
No, because he has the other hallway in his apartment.
You have the back, okay.
The front hallway, the main
Or the
hallway.
front hallway, okay,
He has
gotcha.
two
Emergency
hallways
exit.
right now.
All right, well,
And
that's
this is
not-
that what we're talking about here, is the back.
Is
Correct.
the
The
side
fire
entrance,
escape.
yeah, the fire escape.
Got it, okay.
Now, you've been there for 11 years. You used that attic storage area that whole 11 years? And do you know who put a door there or anything, or how that all came about?
Miss Glick, I guess.
Okay. So when you moved in, was it there already?
Yeah, it was there even before I moved in.
Okay,
I knew about this apartment for maybe 20-odd years.
okay. And you've been able to use it for the whole 11 years?
Yeah, because when I moved in with my sister, and I got on a lease and she moved out. And they were using the storage space prior to me being there.
Who was they?
Oh, I'm sorry, my sister and her father,
Did they live in that apartment prior to you living there?
yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How big is this storage space?
It's pretty spacious. You could tell it's unfinished, and then I have pictures. It was hard because there wasn't
Sorry,
like.
I have to say
Well, hold on,
something.
just one at a time. How big is the storage area?
I would say I probably use maybe about maybe a 10 by 10 area at the most.
Is there more than that up there?
Yeah, it's more than that.
I'm so sorry, I have to clarify something.
Mhm.
I do not consider his apartment an attic apartment. It's storage. I don't consider that. We're dealing with two different things. His apartment consists of 5 rooms, which include the bathroom. 2 of the rooms and a bathroom happen to be in the 3rd level. From one of the bedrooms, you walk into a hallway, and that's where he stores all his stuff on the hallway. Across the hallway, there's another door. He hasn't used that for years. I had to knock down the wall for the door because he hasn't used the. So that's what I consider storage. in an attic.
We're only talking about that 10 by 10 area that he
Well,
says
it's
he
not a
uses.
10 by 10 area.
Well, that he uses 10 by
Correct.
10 of that, but it's a larger area than
Right,
that.
well, when we initially, when my mom purchased the property and I questioned how big the room is, the description that he made it seem like it was a lot smaller, which questioned me as to if he's ever been in the room. And then when I asked him for a key, because we just wanted to see the size of the room, he didn't have a key. And then I asked him how long ago he was in the room, and he said probably 4 years. So it just led me to believe that this room was essentially a common hallway, and then he just put a door there.
Well, you don't know
Right,
that
we
he
don't
put
know,
a door
right.
there, but the door was there when you bought it.
Correct.
And sir, another thing, if he falls on the stairway that's presented now, who's liable? He is or I am?
So is the egress issues
That's not the issue here. That's something you need to talk with your insurance or attorney about. But the issue is strictly here, what we're talking about here, was whether or not he had use of that storage area. And now if you want to take that storage area away from him, whether or not he would be entitled to a reduction in rent because that was a service that he had prior to you owning the property.
And again, I emphasize, the storage area he's talking about is the stairway, because the room wasn't accessible.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
All right, I really don't want to cause any problems or anything. If you had not said to me that you planned on taking the space, I would have not gone this route. It's a space I've been utilizing for quite some time. The fact that I couldn't find the key to open the door just made me not try to break in the door to get in there. But I've used that storage space, my brothers used that storage space, and my sisters used that storage space over the years. I didn't see any reason to have to get in there. Plus, I manage a whole lot of things on my own, so I really don't find the time to either look for the key, or I figure I come across it, or try to figure out, remember what was even in the room. My sister went in last because she had a lot of stuff in there, and she took out all of her stuff. So the stuff that we saw in there was the stuff that I put in there. You saw the carpet, you saw the, I don't want to, this could be all alleviated. If you wait till I move, I know it's your house, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you wait till I move, I would appreciate it. I wouldn't have any reason to.
So hold on. What you're saying is that you will agree to remove and vacate that storage area?
No, what I'm saying is leave things the way they are until I move out.
You're moving out of the apartment?
No, I don't plan to move out anytime soon.
So you want to be able to use it as long as you live there?
Yeah, but I don't want to really, this was my only recourse. I asked questions to people and they told me, this is what you do,
All right.
this is what you do, this is what you
You
do.
went to,
Well, hold on, we're not having a discussion between you two, really. You know, try to
I'm
do the little
sorry.
thing. No, it's okay. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it so we can make a decision. And then you obviously, if you don't like the decision, you have a right to appeal it to the state's, Superior Court. The issue here is whether or not that storage area, you have a key to that storage area now? Because
No.
obviously you took pictures, so
oh.
he let you in at
The
some point to
realtor
show?
has
He was
never-
there, he was involved.
This property has been in foreclosure for 3
I
years,
don't care about the foreclosure right now.
but nobody had a key.
But what we need to know now is how did you take a picture? How did you get in to
He
take a
let us
picture?
in.
He let you in
I
to take
had
a
set an
picture.
appointment to
Okay.
see the apartment.
So, he let you in. Okay. Now, the issue is going to be, by this board to decide, is whether or not, if you decide on taking that away from him, whether or not he would be entitled to a reduction in his rent for that space. That's the issue.
Okay.
Even though it's a common hallway, and even though
And it's
that storage
emergency
space,
exit.
and
Well,
even though the storage space isn't even finished.
there's two parts here. The first part is whether or not that was a service that was provided to him prior to you taking title. And there was some testimony about that. And the second part is, if that was a service that you're now taking away from him, whether or not he'd be entitled to a reduction in rent and an amount to be determined by the board.
I respect that, and whatever decision comes out, we respect that. But keep in mind, right off the bat, he lied about the rent that he's paying.
Well, that doesn't matter. None of that, hold on. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is what we just talked about. Now, do you want to take a chance on getting a reduction in rent, or you want to leave things the way they are? It's up to you. The board can make a
So
decision either
now,
way.
I just have a question. There are two hallways in his apartment. I mean, it's just, he has 2 hallways in his apartment. I mean, he has access to the 2nd and 3rd floor through both these hallways. It's obvious that one of them was a common hallway. The storage space has no connection to his apartment, unless, I'm not saying who put the door up, but I'm just saying that that was a common area, and that storage space isn't even finished like the rest of his attic is.
Yeah, you have to realize, when you buy something and someone's in the apartment, you buy it with what they have and how they have it. That fact that you didn't look into the apartment for whatever reason
Okay, I understand.
is not his fault,
What I'm
really.
asking
Oh, it
here.
is his fault because he didn't give us
Yeah,
access.
it's okay, it's not their, okay.
Okay.
What I'm asking,
Required to allow access.
Of
on
course.
24 hours. If he's given
A walk
24
through.
hours
Oh, he
notice
was
that he
being
had
given,
to,
trust me.
well,
yeah.
It was-
Anyway,
It's a different
anyway,
story.
all right,
But what I'm asking is, if he wants to keep that room for himself, fine, but I feel that the stairway, because it's an emergency exit, I think I should have access, remove that door because it does not take away this privacy.
Well, if you think that it's an emergency area,
It is emergency.
hold on. If you think there is, you can contact the fire department. The fire inspector can come and take a look at it, and if he determines that that door does not belong there because it blocks some ingress or egress, then that's a different story. We can carry this until you get something from the fire department,
Then I prefer that, because I'll get
if
one there
that's what you want
tomorrow.
to do.
Okay, if you prefer that, then let's move on with this case, the way it's going. I'm not gonna stop anything, I don't wanna stop anything, just move ahead with the case.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
Yeah, because I said we didn't have to go this route, it wasn't
What route?
necessary.
Well, hold on. So, wait, just so we're clear,
I'm not stopping anything, please.
you're gonna take your stuff out, or you're gonna leave it?
No, I'm saying, I'm gonna let you guys move forward, whatever.
Make a decision, right. Well, the board, I'll have a chance now to ask some questions. So what we'll do is we'll go around the table, let everybody have a chance to make some questions, and they can make a decision how they want to proceed.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I mean, you intend to call the fire department to have an inspection?
Oh, yes.
Were you got a CO when you bought it?
Yes.
And there was a fire inspector, they gave you a smoke
No
detector
CO.
certificate?
There is a CO on the property.
And they went in and they didn't
I
find
don't
that
know
there was
if
a
they had
problem?
access
Is there
to
a
that.
fire, is there a fire inspection with the 6 unit?
Oh, yeah,
Because
Yes, there
that's
is.
under
Yeah.
state.
yeah, there is.
So if a fire person came out and they noticed the door, and they didn't say the door had to come down, then
But at the same,
obvious.
I agree with you, but
The
at the
door
same
was
time,
already
it
put
could have
up.
been a situation like us, oh, okay, here's a door to the apartment, leave it alone, not knowing what's behind it.
Okay.
That's what when I first
That's
saw the
what
property,
we-
that's what I
Yeah, but a
thought.
fire marshal will tell you this door has to come down in
Well,
in
the
the
thing is that when
inspection.
you see it, based on these pictures, you see a door in the hallway and you just automatically think that that's the apartment. You don't think that there's 2 hallways in the apartment, because that's
But-
never been, I mean, it's hardly
Yeah,
ever
but a
been done.
fire marshal would.
But if it impedes, if it
Yeah,
impedes the
he
stairway.
needs to get us
They-
right.
Well, fire-
Fire
They want to know
department.
where's the fire
Right.
exit.
Who needs, he has access, both stairs.
All right, let's try to keep this, I heard what you had, any other questions?
No, it was just, I guess I would say that would move to continue this to the next
Well,
meeting.
hold on, let's see if everybody's got questions.
Okay,
This is
all
time
right.
for questions.
Okay.
Renee,
I'm the same, I feel the same way. The
no
fire-
questions?
I-
Hold on, we're gonna go around the table, so let's in some order. Aurelia?
No questions, no.
I don't feel it's fair until they make a decision with the fire department.
Yeah, yeah,
Wouldn't be fair to either party.
that's right.
So, is it the consensus of the board, Joe, sorry? You're in charge.
Never mind me, don't worry about me.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Al. I mean,
Are you in the process of doing renovations to the property?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you planning on offering storage spaces somewhere else in the property for the tenants?
Well, I don't think storage space is needed, he just.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it is or it's not. I'm just saying, are you
Well,
planning
there's
on
always-
offering
Well, the thing is
storage,
that
like, let's say,
essentially-
and I'll just throw this out there. Are you planning on offering storage spaces, let's say, in the basement?
Well,
Like, are you?
I offered, for the first floor people, I offer the basement. For the second floor people, I offer the attic. In his case, he has the attic. But the
essentially,
stairway
this
is,
is the storage space that we wanted to offer the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor, because it's a common.
So you were gonna offer this space to him anyway?
Because it's a common hallway.
it's right there.
It's not
we're planning
connected to
use
his
it.
apartment.
So then what do we, if you're gonna offer this to him anyway,
No, I'm
It's the
not saying just to
stairway that I
him.
have an issue with, the stairway. I need to be able to have access to the stairway for that room or anybody else to, if they want to store things up there. It's, I don't think nobody will, because like I said, I offer the basement to the storage for the first floor people. So the only one that would have access with a working door and a key would be him.
It's just the hallway.
It's
that
the
we work.
hallway
It's a-
that's my
he has
concern.
two big
How many apartments are there on the second floor?
There's him and then the
rear.
apartment in the rear.
So there's two.
Yes.
Correct.
Because I'm looking at your rent registration statement, and you have 2 first floor apartments, 2 second floor apartments, a rear apartment, and a third floor apartment.
Correct, because it's
So
a
there's-
6-unit house, and then, so there's 3 on the right, 3 on the left.
Hold on. So,
So there's 3
hold
on.
on, hold on. So, there's a difference between 963 and 965.
963 has 3 apartments, 965 has 3, but the position differently because 965 has 2 apartments, 1 on the floor. The second apartment, which is Leroy's apartment, he has the second and third floor. The third apartment is only the second floor rear. So it's essentially the second floor is split in half, and one apartment is the rear apartment, the other one is the other half of the second floor.
So second floor, front and rear, first floor, the whole thing.
And then third floor is Leroy's.
I have a question. How will you offer the other tenant if the attic is connected to his apartment?
It's not connected.
It has
There's
a fire.
There's a main common ground, so if you see right here, if you keep going up the stairs through this main hallway,
Right.
there's and then his door to his kitchen, to his bedroom, to his bathroom and bedroom is right here. So there's this hallway right here.
So what
The
you're saying,
storage
the
space is
attic
right
has
here.
a separate door?
Yes, everything
Going.
has a separate door.
Yes.
So the second floor,
How would his apartment get
Well,
connected?
the attic and the storage area are 2 separate areas.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
The attic
it got a little confusing there, but that's,
Okay.
that's what it all came out to say.
Right, right.
so if
His
you go
apartment-
up the whole stair, so if you go through the side entrance through the stair hallway, there's a door, then there's a door to the kitchen, you keep going up, all the way up, and then you go up, and then there's a hallway right here, and then it's the door that goes into his apartment, there's a main hallway that he holds with stuff, and then there's a storage space with another door that we opened to see
knock
what
down.
it looked
And
like.
that's, the only way to get it to that is from the back of
Through the side entrance through this common hallway.
Right, okay. And he's the only one that can have access to that area?
Right, because there's a door
Close the
there.
door.
Because of
If the door was taken out,
Oh, it
Then-
would be.
Yes, he,
but let me ask you a question, if the door was taken out, from the side, you can go all the way up to the storage area?
yes.
Okay.
But that wouldn't stop him from having his privacy in his apartment.
Because he
Not at
has
all.
one hallway already in his apartment.
Right.
Not at all,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
Well, what we need to decide is with fire prevention to see if the door is legal or not legal to be there. It's not.
It doesn't even, I mean,
I think
honestly,
Well, hold on. All right, if it's the consensus of the board to carry this hearing, next hearing date, to give the landlord an opportunity to have a fire inspection and have a report from the fire inspector as to the storage area only
yes.
that we're talking about, then,
Now my question.
hold on.
I think, I agree to that, especially see if it's if egress is in jeopardy, like they're claiming at that point, and then open up, move forward.
Yeah.
Because that's really the issue. I feel that way.
I have a question.
Yes.
So now my question is, was the fire situation brought up because everyone thought that the attic was connected to his?
No,
Apartment?
it's only because you said that that door blocks an egress and ingress,
Okay,
and that would be a safety issue.
okay,
Like,
And that's the only reason why you need to call the fire
okay.
fire department to see if you can get somebody to come and take a look at
but
that.
sir, we knocked that door down to that storage area, and there's so much space. So if Mr. Rivers wants storage space,
I just have to let you know, if the fire department comes in and says, yes, that is an ingress problem, that does not preclude him from still getting a reduction in rent due to a reduction in service.
but what
That,
I'm,
I just want to make sure you understand that, because I don't know if you do.
no, well,
Because
honestly,
once you take that area away, and the board determines that by taking that area away, that was a service he was provided, he would be entitled under the ordinance to a reduction in rent.
Even though it's an emergency exit?
Yes, because that was what was been provided to him for the last 11 years.
Even whether it's legal or illegal?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he had to, before they were
All right,
owners.
you know something, honestly? I have other issues with him, it's off the records, but I have other issues, so I don't know how
I
long
mean,
this
this is
is.
just not worth our time.
This
then.
is not worth nobody's
focus on
time,
other
my
issues.
taxpayers' money. So, let you continue with what you have, and I'll have to do it any other way. I'm not gonna go here and spend.
I mean, honestly, this is storage space, and he has 2 hallways in his apartment. This is storage space that should have access, that this end will
I understand that, but you know, but you know what, we understand all that. But I want to make sure that you understand that under the Elizabeth City ordinance, if someone's being provided a service, even if it's a storage service area, and you take that away, the board can make a determination that's a reduction in services that you had provided, which would entitle him to a reduction in rent.
Sir, but
This is a main common
Yeah.
hallway.
I understand that, but
But
you
see,
you have to.
I
Taking
understand
on
what you're saying.
foreclosure.
Good.
If it was a porch, I would completely understand because that's part of his enclosed space. This is something that all tenants have access to, and
but they
Well,
don't.
the thing is, when you buy something,
All right, so
you're stuck with how it is.
the truth of the matter is, sir, if one day there's a fire, and my tenant in the rear cannot go to upstairs because the fire's coming up, and that door is preventing him from going to the side window, I'm gonna be liable for it.
Well, that's why we're
That's why we're asking
suggesting
the opportunity
you
to
call the
bring
fire
the-
department and see if that is. It's not a waste of
It's to
time.
protect you, too.
Yeah, it's absolutely to protect you.
Okay,
You're
all
not
right, we'll
going
take that.
to,
So,
Unfortunately, this is what happens with the foreclosure. You said you purchased this as a foreclosure?
Yes.
well, I
hold
purchased
on,
a
hold
lot
on,
of
hold on.
properties in foreclosure.
so
We
just so
don't
we're
have to-
clarified, because we're going back and forth here, do you want to carry it so you can talk to the fire, or do you just want to let it go?
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth coming back, because I have, like I said, I have so many other issues.
Want a few minutes, you could talk.
Yeah, you want
Yes.
to talk about?
All right, we'll take it.
Excuse us. Determine what percentage of decrease he gets based on not seeing,
Not having a second hallway.
not
That's
seeing.
that's what the board makes a determination on, based on the testimony that's presented.
So have you ever come across this case where there's 2 hallways in one apartment and one's a common hallway and that needs to
We
be
look,
taken away?
the board's responsibility under the ordinance is to listen to the facts and make a determination based on what the testimony that was presented.
And then I would have to adjust my papers with,
You can file an amended registration statement if there's a reduction, yes.
there's also that thing we could file for an increase, right? That the attorney said?
No, sure, understand.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it because he already pays low. I mean, I have a hard time already collecting his rent, so.
We just got his
we
rent
just
yesterday.
went
Of course.
So
to.
you're gonna, so just so it's
Yeah.
clear, and the record reflects this, that you are gonna allow him to keep that storage area.
Unfortunately.
Well,
the
because
law is
either
like
way,
that.
even if the fire's on our side, either way, he's gonna have a
It's a
reduction
risk.
in rent, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a risk.
Even if it comes back saying, I'm sorry, what?
So if the fire department comes in and they feel that that door must be open, then
What
the
I'm
door's gotta
saying is
be
that
open.
either way,
Correct.
it's gonna be a reduction in
Right.
rent because of a reduction of a
Yeah.
service, even though he's having.
Well, that's what the board will make a determination on.
Well, no, you just said either way, it's gonna be a reduction in service.
Well, it could be.
Isn't
Could
this,
be.
isn't
Go
this
with
being
the
open
fire.
to discussion based upon
Go
the
with the
grounds
fire.
that they're looking to remove this door, being that it's in a stairwell? So he still has his locked premises, correct?
No, we're talking to Steve, we're talking
storage
about
area?
the storage area only.
That's what I'm talking
If
about.
they're telling him he has to remove, if they take the door out, for example,
Okay.
and he's still able to use that storage area, then you probably won't have a reduction in services. But I'm not hearing that.
No, the storage room, he's able to use.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. It does not make sense what everybody's saying is. She's saying if you open this door, it accesses a stairwell that then goes to his storage. If they just remove this door, he
Mr.
still has his
Rivers.
storage.
No, yes, yes.
Mr. Rivers, would there be a problem if they would just removed the door so they can have access and they'll let you leave your personal property there still? Would that be a problem for you?
Yeah, it would be a problem. It would be a problem for me because I guess I would feel somewhat less secure even though there is a door on the kitchen and there's a door on the bedroom when you go upstairs,
Well,
that would give somebody access to come into, to have more access to my apartment.
so they can come into your apartment through that storage area?
No, not through the storage area, but when you enter through that door, if you can use their pictures, I can show you.
But,
Oh, no, I'm okay.
When you enter through that door, that they're talking about removing, or they saying?
they're talking at the storage area door only.
Well, then, that's not the door that they want to remove. The door that they want to remove is the door that leads up the stairwell. It stops the continuation up the stairwell past the second floor.
So the door they want to remove is the door that goes up to your bedroom up on the third floor?
A bedroom, and when
You're
you open
saying
the
no,
door,
and he's
it's a
saying
kitchen.
yes.
When you open the door, it's a kitchen. First, there's a kitchen, which also has a door. And then you go up the stairs to the third floor, and there's another door on one side and a door on the other side of the stairwell. One
We're,
door
up,
is the bedroom.
we're talking solely, there's a storage area. All right, that door, and there's a door for the storage area.
Yes, there
That's
is.
the door that they say they want to remove, correct?
No, there's two, technically, correct?
Yes.
Is there two? One for the stairwell, that
Yes.
becomes egress that you're
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
And one pertaining to his 10 by 10s allegedly?
Yes.
So he is locked at this point? He's
Yes.
secured?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
in other words, removing this door just allows you open flow only?
Yes.
It doesn't access anything else of,
No one would have
His
access to
dwelling.
his apartment.
that could be, in-
And there's also area that I use, it's a 5 by 8 area between the two doors.
so it's
Between his
outside the
attic
parameters of
apartment.
the 10 by 10 locked, secured storage he has now?
Can you build a pen up there with like with a lock on it so he can have his stuff secure behind that?
A pen, I don't know what a pen is.
But I'm assuming
In the
that there's
attic
already,
area.
I'm assuming that that's already what he has already, behind
But
this
he's
door
saying
to the
there's an
storage
additional
area.
40 square feet, he's approximately
No, no,
stating
no.
that he uses a 5 by 8 area.
There's a door that leads to a stairway to the third floor.
Right.
This is the door that you're talking about, that you
Correct.
would like to remove, right?
Correct.
Now, if that door wasn't there, you have other doors upstairs on the third floor, right, that lead to your apartment?
One door.
Yes.
Okay. If that door that we're talking about wasn't there, can I just walk into your apartment if the door wasn't locked?
No.
Not unless you open another door.
Right, so if you have a lock on it, I can't just walk into your apartment.
True.
It's just
Okay.
like every other apartment.
Okay.
I have a question, all right. There's this door at the bottom of this flight of stairs,
Yes.
right? You go up the stairs, I guess, is it like on one side is a locked door to his attic rooms?
Yes.
Storage.
No, it's
Storage and then
part
his
of his
room.
apartment.
Okay, so, yes,
Right.
on his apartment is on one
And
side.
is the storage area, is that behind another door?
Yes. Well, he didn't have the key, so I had to knock down the door.
Right, but I'm saying that's a separate space, it seems.
Correct.
All right. Can one continue anywhere? What else can one get to from that stairs? There's
Nothing
like
else.
just a wall there?
You either
A
open the
window.
door to his, you either
Okay.
open the door to his apartment or you open the door to
Are
his
you going to
storage.
allow
Okay.
him to keep the storage area?
Yes. If you
No,
want to
it's
store
not
it, and the second floor too. The second floor of your apartment too, if they want to have storage there, right?
I
Well,
wouldn't even
whatever.
eliminate that. I would let him continue using that storage room. I don't have no
We are
problem.
requesting the main hallway. That's what we want.
My concern is safety for everyone.
Of course, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's kind of confusing because there's been a lot of testimony as to what these doors are, and I know there's pictures, but it's not being communicated, I
But
don't
it's
think.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Because now I was on the right track, but I'm a little questioned. When now that you just said you go up the stairs, for argument's sake, right or left, but then there's no pass-through, you're saying that's all it is? You go up the stairs and it's him on either side?
Yeah.
So there's no way up around another side of the,
No.
so then there would be no pass-through then?
Wait,
So,
I'm
no-
confused.
I'm sorry.
There- You go up these stairs, his apartment's on the, let's say,
Say
left,
the apartment to the
and
right,
then the storage is on the right.
Yes.
And so he basically is accessing a stairwell, but there's no other way around the perimeter of that dwelling internally that you can go up, down, and around, up, correct?
No.
So there wouldn't be a pass-through.
Only within his own
It wouldn't be-
apartment.
So how is that
It's not a pass-through then, it's
Right.
basically, you're looking to claim back the stairwell, square foot basically, the footage of the property, the
No, I'm
stairwell?
more concerned about the apartment in the rear,
Yeah,
not having an emergency exit in case there's a fire from
The
his.
apartment in the rear, can it go through the attic area?
No, but there's a window in the stairway. Right,
Okay.
I don't know if there's.
But a window isn't can't go from an apartment
Let's say
into a
fire
window
department,
and
let the
get back
fireman
in.
go out there and let him determine
Yeah.
if it's,
Let's define the
yeah, let the
apartment.
fireman go out there and
determination.
determine
That
if
should be in your best
should be
interest
or
as
not.
well.
If not, they take it
In all
down.
honesty, it wouldn't be.
Whatever he's entitled to get back, he get it. If you say yes,
I'll be honest with you, I mean, this is just a general, this is just a general comment here. I don't think that, I don't think that they're trying to take away any of this storage space.
No, that's what I'm saying.
oh, okay.
They just want the door down, remove, and let the other rear
And
apartment
you still got
share
two
this,
security.
another part of the
And
storage.
you ask them, what is it?
Do you want to share your storage?
Do you
Yes
have
or
in there with
no?
somebody? Is it a
No.
lot of stuff?
Oh, you
have?
don't want to share the
No.
storage?
You just asked me.
No,
It's part of my apartment, it's been part of my apartment for 11 years.
so he's saying it's.
That's fine, but they're not even saying that he should share it. They're saying keep it, but just give us access to the hallway so that,
Emergency
secured.
exit, right.
So do you have a problem with them removing the door?
Yeah, because it gives more access to my apartment. It gives more access to my apartment at 2 more doors, where somebody can come up those steps. If it was a fire, I know they have a fire escape, but I guess she was saying they wouldn't be able to if they couldn't reach the fire escape.
Leroy,
Or
your
they
door is
couldn't
always
reach the
open.
That
You never lock it.
doesn't matter.
If that
man.
door is
Sorry.
open,
Hold on, hold on.
if
We're not
that
gonna-
door is open, that means you entered that door.
That's wrong.
Now, one of the things I don't do is I don't check it quite often, because I don't go through there in and out. But I have the key, and it's a door that I use. But I don't go in and out of the door very often. Now, my son is in school, I explained that to you.
Is this a
All right,
relative?
hold on, okay, can we stay back on track?
Yeah.
And get away from because personal attacks to each other is not gonna help anything here. We're trying to determine whether or not there's a reduction in rent due to reduction in services. And if there's a safety issue, and we always encourage those that think there's a safety issue to follow up with the fire department to determine whether or not, that protects you, that protects him, that protects, anybody else in that building. So I don't want you dismissing or saying it's not worth your time because of a safety issue. That should be worth your time.
I would like to say something. I would just like to note that we're not trying to eliminate any access to his apartment or any space that he has. We are trying to just have the hallway for emergency reasons.
What you're
Now-
looking to do is take the door out that leads up to the stairs
Yes.
to either his apartment or the storage area.
Yes, yes. Now, when he says
And
that
my
he-
kitchen.
no, we are not trying to eliminate any door that has a straight access to his apartment. That's
No,
not what
no,
we're
no,
trying to
the
do.
door-
He keeps
Locations.
making those statements, and that's not what we're trying to do. There is a door, you open the door, there's another door that enters his kitchen. So there's 2 doors, and then so if you eliminate that one door, there's still a locked door to his kitchen. You go up the stairs, there's another locked door to his attic it's a small common hallway where he is talking about that 5x8 room. That's a small common area you could unlock if you had keys to his apartment that leads to the bathroom and the bedroom, or you could unlock to the storage space. We don't want access to his apartment. We don't want we just want the hallway. That's what we're asking for. He already has another hallway, so it's not going to prevent him from accessing the 3rd floor. That's not what we're trying to do. He has 2 hallways in this apartment. This is a side entrance. Every other apartment in the building has side entrances, and he's the only one. So we're not eliminating anything that he had with the prior owner. We just want the hallway. That's all we want. He already has another hallway. We're not asking for all that. Oh, we just want the hallway. He could have access to the storage space. We're not reducing his services in that capacity. We're asking for that one hallway.
Okay, so I say.
But technically, what I don't understand, I'm very confused, is no fire department in any state's gonna let you store anything in any stairwell.
That's right.
So regardless of the fact.
Exactly.
So my thing is,
Again.
well, that's why it might be in your best interest to go to the change.
Go to the fire, let her go get a fire marshal.
But I think it
Let
goes
the
back
fire
to-
marshal come out there and let him determine if the door should be there, if the door should not be there.
But I think it
And
goes
then we
back
get-
to the point that the reason we're here is a reduction in services, and I don't believe we're reducing any of his services. We're still keeping all of his services. He's still having access to his.
I understand
And
that.
he's having access to storage.
I understand that, but this was done before you guys even bought the house. So get a fire marshal, let them come out there and determine if the door should come down or if it should stay up. So do it.
See, and again, honestly, we're making such a big deal.
Because we'll keep going back and forth.
Right, so I'm even gonna throw something else out there. My concern is about safety, like I said.
understand.
If your concern is about safety, why don't you get the marshal?
Right.
I will.
Fire
Yeah.
department
And
going
just
to
let it
it,
go.
and then we'll make a determination.
Correct, but Because what I'm concerned is all the stuff that he has. It's unsafety for him too.
Okay.
And he could stumble onto these things,
Okay.
fall down the stairs.
But again,
Get the fire marshal.
Get the
I
fire
understand.
marshal, and we can resolve it.
We
That's
will
all.
get the fire marshal if there isn't a reduction.
It's good.
I'm sorry, I'm just like,
Because
Here's
so there's a reduction in services even though.
Here's what we,
That's in it.
here's what we can do,
Okay,
all
we'll
right?
get, we'll get the fire
Here's,
marshal.
because you kept on saying you're gonna dismiss, you're gonna move
Right.
forward. Here's what you do. You have the fire marshal come out, take a look at it. Depending on what he says, if you don't want to proceed anymore and you leave the door and nothing changes, you let Ms. Campbell know, and then the case will be dismissed as per
Okay,
you.
good.
If there's a reason to come back, then we'll come back at the next meeting or whenever
Okay.
the fire marshal gets in there to take a look at it.
Beautiful. I'm gonna try to,
Well, you have to make a phone call and arrange it with him, so you'll let Ms. Campbell know when, after the fire inspector comes and takes a look at it, whether or not we're gonna carry this at all or not, and you'll let Ms. Campbell let Ms.
So, one more question. So if the fire marshal comes back, and I know that this is absurd that he wouldn't say no, because I feel like he would say that this is a fire hazard, but let's just say there's a reason that he does say no. Is it still a reduction in services even though we're not taking anything from him?
You're asking us to make a
You're asking us to make a
Okay.
decision.
We have
Without
to make
having-
that
Got it.
determination
All right,
after.
so I guess the agreement is we're gonna carry this
Yes.
until, and then you'll contact Ms. Campbell and let her know. In the meantime, nothing changes, everything remains the same.
perfect.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And Ms. Campbell will contact you and let you know.
I'm getting a cold. Or allergies.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mr. Rivers, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
And just to clarify, you'll be contacted by Ms. Campbell to let you know exactly the outcome of whatever is going to happen
If it's gonna
after today's,
proceed.
exactly. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Yep, that's it.
Are you Miss Campbell? Yes, I am. Oh, hi, nice to meet you, Melinda.
All right, we're in the middle of a meeting. If
Oh,
you-
sorry.
Sorry. All right, good night, everybody.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
thank
Have a
you.
good night. Karen, do the old business, new business? anything? Nothing. Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Commissioner Steve.
I guess you mentioned New Jersey League of Municipalities.
Oh, municipalities, yeah.
Yeah, we will not be attending the New Jersey League of Municipalities in November because the New Jersey State rent leveling is not having a workshop. So we won't be attending.
Have a great day.
Motion by Commissioner Steve, second by Commissioner Ray.
Right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.